ships
in space. Some of them.
Hello and welcome to the channel with me, Sophie.
And me, Alex.
And this is our keg chat. So this is just where we update you on what's been going on with the channel, with us, and what content we've got to come. So, first of all, where shall we start today?
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, shall we?
Yes.
Yes.
So, as you can see, we have been talking about Dropfleet for a long time. In fact, you've probably seen my resistance ships on the channel. Well, you won't have seen them on the channel, but you've seen them in other keg chats. But we also have my brand new Shaltari fleet. So they are ready to take to the stars. And we have been playing some Dropfleet on camera.
Dropfleet 2 specifically.
Dropfleet 2. So we have been given an early copy of the rulebook by TT Combat.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. But we're not going to show you what's inside just yet.
Yes.
That's right. So we've played Dropfleet 2.
We like it.
We'll
play it some more. It'll be on camera.
And that's all you're getting from us from now.
From a model perspective, we can talk about your hobby, can't we?
Yeah.
So what have you been up to?
So I picked up the old Battlefleet box. I found a copy and I thought, yeah, before Dropfleet 2 comes out, I just want to swipe that one up. So I have painted that all up, and that is in my brand new colour scheme. So it's a nice sea green with some bronze and brass elements to it. And yeah.
You know what it is? I just realised.
What's that?
Sons of Horus.
No. No.
It is a bit.
No, it's not.
Sorry.
Sons of Horus weren't brass.
Oh, okay. Fine.
It's Wizard of Oz, Emerald City.
It's Sons of Horus.
No, it's not. we're made of hedgehog. But yes, I've played a few games with them. Enjoyed the games. And there will be more coming in the brand new plastic as it comes out. So this is a primarily plastic fleet. Oh yes, plastic.
If it was resin, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah. So yes, that is one tale of our ships. Yeah. And you've been.
So I've been working really hard on a Dropfleet fleet as well, and I have worked, really put lots of effort into borrowing this fleet from friends. So I don't have my own fleet yet, or I do. It's assembled, it's not painted. It's on the list of stuff to do, but there's so much other stuff. So for the time being, for doing battle reports on the channel, I'll be borrowing Matt's fleet. Thank you again, Matt, for lending these to us. Playing the UCM, and Dan, I believe, fully intends to get the Bioficers.
Triangles!
The triangles. So we'll have them represented on the channel fairly soon. PHR and Scourge might follow eventually. But yes, I've also been working on ships, and mine are way bigger than yours. But they're made of wood, so I think you win the fight. I have been working incredibly hard, basically full-time, in addition to my full-time job, on Carnival terrain. You will have seen we did a Carnival intro game with the Escape from San Canciano starter box, which TT Combat sent us as well, so again, thank you for that. And I was quite inspired, so I went out and bought about £200 of MDF terrain, which, at the time of recording, I have finished. It's all done. We filmed a game with it today. That'll be up at some point. Might be before or after this, don't know yet. And there'll be lots more to come as well. So we've got my, frankly, ridiculous-sized boats with rigging and cloth sails. I'm so happy with them.
Real cloth.
Yeah, real cloth. And then...
but is it painted like real cloth?
No. There is a bit of brown airbrush on the underside, but no, what I didn't do, which I suppose I should have done, is prime it black and paint it to look like cloth.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. A failure of a project. But no, I really enjoy painting it, and it looks really cool. It's
one of those things where I've seen the photos of it, and I've seen it in real life before, but the actual scale of it, and you go, no, that's a model.
Yeah.
It's close to the size of my Titan, really. Yeah.
Oops.
If you make it do a wheelie.
That is Warlord Titan.
Yeah.
This is over 2 foot long.
Yeah.
And we've also got the mini ships as well. We have 2 of those. And a whole plethora of other terrain. We've got all the streets, we've got some other buildings, scattered terrain.
What's the name of the ships?
This one is the Elemento del Leone, which is Pig Italian, because it's probably horrifically mistranslated for the Lion's Lament. That one doesn't have a name. Not yet, but I could probably freehand a name on along it somewhere.
What we could do is we could open a poll.
Oh no.
So the top
I'm
comment.
not looking up how to translate Boaty McBoatface into Italian.
Yes, Boaty McBoatface in Italian. But I think the top comment, the top name comment is what we name this boat.
Unless I disagree, because I painted it, but maybe.
Yes, absolutely. And Dan will back me up on this.
It's my bloody boat.
Well,
this is all my funds. You didn't pay a penny.
No. The people have spoken.
They haven't. So I could leak.
The people will speak. Leave your boat names at the top, and we will name the boat.
I'm open to suggestions. That's as much as you're getting from me.
We will do it. This is a Sophie promise. I'll break into your house and paint your boat.
Paint your own bloody boat if you want. You can buy your own boat. You could buy your own boat.
I could buy a boat.
Because dragging this kicking screaming onto topic, you're thinking of getting a Rashar gang, I think?
Yes, that's the ones I've picked out and I go, I want those ones. So that is on the to-do list. We will have some more Carnival. It's a very pretty game. It's a very nice, pleasant skirmish game. Quite nice and quick. It's a great pickup. We're not... I would say it's not a big model commitment, but Alex has
it's
boats.
It's funny because it storing it is a challenge. Setting the board up takes a while, and then we start playing a game and go, oh, it's just quite simple now.
Yeah. The game is super simple.
Yeah.
The terrain is the best bit, but yes. It doesn't need it. It's just
you can absolutely play with the cardboard. You could play with far less ambition. You don't have to do rigging. You can. You don't have to. So don't let it put you off. But if it inspires you, by all means do it.
But
yes. So yeah, Carnival. I'm probably getting a second gang at some point as well. Dan's getting the doctors.
Mm-hmm.
So again, you'll see lots of Carnival content. We have some campaigns and so on, all coming on the channel soon. Drop Zone.
Drop Zone. So we have our event, which by the time this goes up,
probably will have happened at that point because that is
12th of October.
That's the one. Yep. So that is Danger Close 3 at Firestorm Games in Cardiff. At time of recording, there are 4 tickets available. We actually sold out, which is fantastic. And Firestorm gave us a few more, so if you want to come, there'll be a link in the description if this goes up before the event. If not, it's great to see you. So I've got some projects in the works for that. I've got yet more terrain to do. I'm going to...
Back in the mines!
Yeah, back in the mines. I'm going to see if I can get this thing done in time. Have you felt the weight of this? Right.
And that's a Drop Zone model.
Yes.
Like, the people are tiny.
The people come up to me like it's top of its shin. Yeah. It's ridiculous. So that will be appearing on the channel at some point. It might be done in time for the tournament. It might not.
Just in time for me to play it and then go, oh, I want one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then eventually, when all that's said and done, I have a Scourge army. Picked that up at the end of the last tournament, and it's now sat on my shelf for a while, but that'll be coming at some point soon. You've got the beginnings of a Shaltari ground force, I believe?
Yes, so that is all painted up. Same colour scheme.
I didn't realize it was painted up.
Yes, so all my Shaltari are painted up, but again, it's just the beginnings. Might take me a little while to get them on the channel and up and running, but that is certainly happening in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so Drop Zone. And actually, just circling slightly back to Dropfleet, there is, on the 9th of November, there is Weapons Free that is run by Gareth. There are possibly still tickets left, but do grab those up now. I will certainly be there. Alex, you're trying to find time to get there.
Yeah.
And Dan will be there as well. So if you want to come say hi to us.
I mean, talking of other lesser celebrities who are going to be there, Dave Lewis is going to be there as well.
And Dave Lewis
is the creator of the Dropverse. So if you want to meet a celebrity, he'll be there.
Yes, exactly. So come one, come all, and come and have some fun. And there's also a bar. Hooray!
Also that.
Yes, absolutely. So what other games have you played recently? Because we do play games for ourselves.
Well, they're all part of the Rumble Slam cinematic universe, obviously.
Yes, absolutely.
So we filmed a couple of Rumble Slam games recently.
Yes.
Again, one has been up, the other one might be up soon. I've got my own team. They are somewhere on the to-do list. They are the Knights of the Squared Circle. They won't take any time at all, and the game is a lot of fun.
Mm.
It's another of those games that the rules just click. It's peak vibes. The vibes fit what you expect for a wrestling game. All the references go straight over my head. I don't get any of them whatsoever, but they're very funny, I'm sure.
Yes.
You've got the 2 starter box teams?
I do. And again, I'll be looking at getting one of the other teams because the starter box teams are great, but they don't have the silly names.
Yes.
This is one thing I like, silly names. We have actually recorded, it might be out by the time we release this, but we have actually recorded a 3-player game.
It's a first for us.
Yeah.
Okay. You can see all of our faces at the same time. Because, it works for RumbleSlam, so we might do more of that as well.
That's a good point. We still need to do a 3-player drop zone game.
We just need to teach Horus to hold the camera. He keeps dropping it, no thumbs. But yes, we should.
Yes. Yeah, because we know it works in drop zone.
Yeah.
We know it will work in Dropfleet. So we will be doing that at some point, I'm sure. Once we can get all 3 of us in the same room at the same time.
Indeed.
Which is trickier than it may seem.
What other systems do we play? Have you been up to much heresy-wise?
So I am going to a doubles event in December. So that is currently where my effort's going into, because it'll be my Imperial Fists. Because I've discovered, I don't think I've admitted this on the channel yet, have I?
No, you might have. You should admit it again because it's funny.
So the yellow for my Imperial Fists was always custom mixed, because I very much wanted a specific yellow. I had this yellow in mind, and I custom mixed it, and it was painting yellow takes long enough, and then when you're custom mixing yellow, it was taking me ages and ages. And then I figured out the yellow I was mixing was just Avalon Sunset. And so I found Avalon Sunset. I went, oh, this is a lot quicker. Then Alex pointed out it's available in a spray.
Yes, and often, Colourforge colour match it, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's Sunset Yellow or something. So all of a sudden, I've gone, oh my God, my Imperial Fists have gone to having to colour match to my previous and custom mix to... Done.
It's much faster. It was
Yeah.
extremely funny.
Yeah, and it was just one of those things where you realise you're done goofed, but it's made life easier.
Yes.
At
the expense of you being ridiculed for a couple of months.
Yeah, exactly. So we will be seeing. So I'm picking up a load more bits. I'll be running an armoured spearhead. It's not meta. It's not great, but I kind of tanks. I just want to run so many tanks. It'll be fun. They've all got heavy bolters. It's perfect. So we will be having some more heresy on the channel.
You're going to the doubles with Dan, aren't you? You're on the same side. What's he running?
He will be running his mech because he can't quite get his Dark Angels up and running.
Okay.
They're still in the back burner. I think he picked them up however long ago. It's definitely 2 years he's been going.
Day for Age of Darkness.
Yeah. So in 2 years he's been going, I'm doing this Dark Angels army. I've played them once.
But at some point, in inverted commas, we say this a lot, but at some point they'll come to the channel, I'm sure.
Yeah. Do you know what I painted recently, Alex?
What did you paint recently, Sophie?
I painted some 40k. Get me excited about that.
If you're in volition?
Yeah.
Sorry to any 40k players.
It was just one of those things where I kind of have this backlog, and it's models that friends have given me, and I haven't really paid much attention to 10th, because every time I do, I go, I needed a lot to do to fix any of my armies, and it's quite. I mean, you've already seen all the stuff we're talking about. So actually, it's on the back burner. But I mean, do you know what? I'm just going to pick up some orcs and paint them, and it was quite fun. It was quite fun. I wouldn't expect to see it on the channel anytime soon.
I think we've kind of come to terms with we're not actively playing 40k. We'll play it occasionally, but it's probably not going to be on the channel. Which is, well, actually, mine definitely won't.
Yes,
because mine's gone. I've sold my entire 40k collection, so you may have seen in our videos the empty, depressing display cabinet where they used to be.
It's time to fill it with more models,
well,
Alex.
Exactly. It's an opportunity. But yes, it means that I can't play anymore.
Yes. So if you did want to see what those models were like, they are available on our old videos from way back when that would have appeared. So the lava has gone. I believe it's being sold elsewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all gone.
It's all gone.
It's all gone.
Which I think is good, because again, it gives me a lot of money and space to spend on other models I do want to paint.
But they were a 6th edition
Yeah.
army, really, weren't they?
Yeah, and kind of like what you're saying about, I want to fix my army to pay the current edition. Like my collection was just a mess of vestigial limbs that didn't work anymore. Units that were either deleted or moved to legends or had illegal war gear or just bad war gear. We used to pay points for gear, so I would have models that don't have the optional plasma pistol and the like. Now they're free, which is fine. I get the impression it's a really good game to get into. Now it was hard to carry on with a sort of legacy collection. So
yeah,
it's not the end of the world. We've got other games we can play. Age of Sigmar.
Yes, we have been off camera enjoying 4th. We're still getting our teeth into it. I've only had 1 game so far. Alex, you've had quite a few games.
Only 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's sort of been one of those where
there's a cat here. There's a cat. Doing.
Little Magnus, Magalipoos. He did try and eat one of my Sheltari earlier.
Good boy, Magnus.
Yeah. I want to see him eat the microphone. Yes, so Age of Sigmar. So I've played with my Khorne. I'm aware Tzeentch very meta right now, but I need a couple more units to really pick those up. We'll probably pick that up for a few games when the battle tomes start coming out, and also when we start planning events.
Yes.
Because we'll be going to events.
And once start getting reps in with lists and so on.
Yeah, exactly. Because we've both done GTs in the past, and we've both done okay.
Yeah.
So we do want to get our teeth back into it, because AOS crowd, you're all really lovely.
Yes.
I always like meeting the AOS tournaments. They're just great people in general. Top notch. I suppose then Titanicus.
Yes, it's Titanicus. Titanicus is a funny one because every game we play is a fantastic game, and then we don't play it for 3 months, and I forget about it, Magnus. So I've not done any Titanicus stuff myself in a while. Have you painted anything?
I've not painted any Titanicus again. I was working through that backlog. Do you know how many models I've got to paint in my backlog?
Go on.
15. Tiny amount. That's a tiny pile of shame. It's nearly gone. I want it gone by Christmas.
Do you know how many I've got?
You've got?
It's more than 15.
Yeah. That's right. I'm keeping an eye on them.
You're getting in the dice tray. Why?
Somebody doesn't use it as a litter tray, then we're fine.
I think we're okay.
Yeah. 15 models on my backlog. How about you, Alex?
More. It's at least 100.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just knocked out a huge pile of it via the terrain, but it's a lot. I've got a whole Carriage Overlord's army to do at some point. I don't know if Max is in a shot, but you might just see a nose or an ear. Yeah, there we go. Professionals.
Yeah.
Where were we going with this? Titanicus. Yes. My Titanicus collection is essentially done. If I were to get a Warbringer, it would be literally done. Which I might do at some point. I'm currently on the fence about going to Beachhead next year. Do you know if you're going yet?
I probably won't be able to make it next year. In my personal life, I'm just changing jobs, so I'm going through a lot of change with that. But I am also going part-time in my work, so...
Which actually is kind of a big deal for the channel, potentially.
Yes.
Obviously, baby steps, but...
I might be able to be putting a little bit more into the channel in terms of written articles, etc. But you know what? I'm just going to see how life works out, because I do a lot of other stuff beyond the channel. It's just like, oh, I get so busy. But yeah, so I want to see how that settles before I commit to a big event like Beachhead. Dan is, however, going. And he will be part of the Titan Boner Club.
No, it's individuals this time.
Oh, it's individuals.
He may have to fight the Titan Boner Club.
Oh,
which would be entertaining.
Yes. So Dan will be down there at Beachhead. Do say hi to him, especially if he's just lost a game.
You'll be able to tell by the miasma.
Oh,
no,
we
know
really.
Speaking of Dan, he is starting a Fortress Legion.
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
he's mentioned that to you.
No, I didn't.
He's been asking me to take photos of the Fortress rules, so I interpret that as he's starting a Legio.
Yes.
So watch this space.
And Also, with Dan's news, he's also got a Flesh Eater Courts army. I don't know whether we've brought that up.
I think we mentioned it offhand when it was not what I was told it was. I think we told that story before. But yeah, that'll be coming at some point as well. So Age of Sigmar again, we'll be able to do some content. On the topic of Titanicus as well, while you and I aren't actively working in new legions, every time we see Dougie, he's got a new one. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how many he has now. A lot. But what I'm saying is, even if we're not actively painting new models, you will still see regular AT content.
Yeah.
New legions, new missions. He's got lots of like homebrew boards and missions and so on. So don't worry, Titanicus fans, you'll still keep seeing our battle reports.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as we've said before, but we'll say it again, Legions Imperialis is currently not on the forefront. It doesn't get played at our local club. It's quite a big model investment, and we are currently we've got a lot of projects on our hands.
Yeah.
So what we're not going to do is we're not going to promise.
Never say never, but don't hold your breath either.
Yeah, exactly. I know our friends over at Maximal Fire do a lot of Legions.
Tabletop Standard do as well, so
Standard.
They've got you covered.
Yeah.
But again, we will keep doing Titanicus.
Yeah, and again, lovely people.
Yes.
Go check them out. Right, so I think that's everything I've got to mention.
I think so for me too. I feel like I'm missing a system, but I can't think what.
Yeah, I think we've expanded our systems. Quite a few. So actually, yeah, I think that's everything. In which case, do think about subscribing to the channel if you want to see more content. If this is the video you've stumbled across and you've made it this far, you'll absolutely love all our nonsense.
We play games as well.
Yeah, exactly. We do play games. We will be doing a bit more of a deep dive into Drop Zone with the new updates, and that will Dropfleet with the updates. And that will be coming once the edition releases. So do keep an eye on the channel. And at some point, and again, this is at some point, we will be doing a how to play video series like we did with Drop Zone. That will be coming. We're not going to get it ready for release because those videos do take a little bit of work. It's an understatement, but
the Drop Zone one went down very well. Thank you to everyone who watched them and commented on them, and people who are sharing them. Actually, that's really appreciated and good to know it's a useful resource. So yeah, we'll absolutely do the same for Dropfleet, but no current time frame for it. We should probably get a few more games under our belt first as well.
We need to learn how to play properly before we can teach you how to play.
Currently, we just confidently say what we think the rules are, and no one can correct us because it's my house. But for an actual how to play, we should get it a little bit more solid first.
Yes, absolutely.
So watch the space.
But for any of you worrying about Dropfleet 2, don't worry, it's good.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed Dropfleet 1. I enjoy Dropfleet 2 more. So I would say don't sweat it.
The sky is not falling.
Yeah. Until it is. Bombardments! Yes, so do please think about subscribing to the channel. Again, drop us a comment below for the ship names. This one hasn't got a name either, has it?
Yes, it has. It's taken.
The top 2. Drop us your ship names. Firestorm Games is our affiliate link where we host all our tournaments. Go through there to get all your Dropfleet, Drop Zone, Carnival needs, etc., etc., and we get a little bit of a kickback, which helps us do what we do. We also have our Patreon, so there will be regular articles going up, and they're both for paid members and for free members. So if you are a free member, just go check us out anyway. See if you like what you find. And I think that's everything, isn't it?
Yeah, nothing else to add.
Lovely. So in which case, it's goodbye from me, Sophie.
It's goodbye from me, Alex.
And it's goodbye from the barrel.